Hello and welcome to the channel. Today is Sunday. Today I am in Minnesota. I've been here for about a week-ish. Went to the State Fair, went to Renaissance Festival yesterday, so I'm still kind of processing the Renaissance Festival. I do think it would be good and interesting to go to, especially if you like Renaissance festivals. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I'm not totally in that lifestyle. So for me, it was like the food wasn't that interesting to me because as you know, I don't really eat that much white food, like white bread and cheese. There was a lot of dairy, a lot of white bread, a lot of fried white bread. And for me, it just wasn't really a conducive experience for that. The other problem was the reason why I don't do those things is because my stomach is a little bit weak. So the fact that porta potties were the only option was also a negatory in my mind. But it was fun to do stuff, and the entertainment was really high quality at both the State Fair and the Renaissance Festival. If you have not been following along, I came to Minnesota. I'm at my parents' house, obviously, because this is a purple room. And I came for the State Fair and the Renaissance Festival. We went to State Fair last week, and then we went to the baseball game on Friday, and then we went yesterday, which is Saturday, to the Renaissance Festival. So we've done a lot of summer activities. Both the State Fair and the Renaissance Festival had very high quality entertainment. It wasn't like, like cruise ship level entertainment. It was like actually high quality entertainment. Today is Sunday, tomorrow is a holiday, so I have tomorrow off, so I'm going to just combine those 2 days together. We'll see what I get up to. Don't think we really have any plans. Maybe I'll go to the mall, maybe I'll go to Aldi, I don't know. And I'll take you along with us. Maybe we'll go to Costco for the 5th time this trip. I have gone multiple times, including yesterday. Yesterday we went to the one in Maple Grove, and that one was a lot bigger, and they had a wider range of products available. It was also backwards compared to the one that we go to, so it was kind of confusing. And then, as you know, I just Instacart everything usually, so I'll try to link you Instacart. I was editing a video recently, and Instacart does not actually increase their prices too much. If you're a member, you put your membership info into the Instacart. It's like relatively similar to the actual warehouse price, which is kind of nice because for me, I don't have a car. I live in the city. It takes like at least an hour to get to Costco, and then after shopping, and then I have to get back from Costco for another hour. So I either have to pay for an Uber or a cab or something, which is like $40, or else I have to take a bus, and then that kind of is everybody else went to Costco, you know. Gonna try one of these cappuccinos I got at the Home Goods on clearance. Just cut the top off, and it's very French vanilla. Doesn't appear to have too much coffee. Taste test? It's fine. Not very cappuccino or coffee flavor. There's a little bit of coffee on the coffee maker, so I'm gonna probably put that in there. There was no coffee in there, it was just a shadow. That coffee was not very satisfying, so I'm having chips and salsa. Also, I apparently did not follow directions. It's leftover day for lunch. I'm gonna have my Chinese from yesterday, and maybe some cauliflower and some strawberries. Forgot to update you, my mom and I are out shopping because ladies be shopping, but we are at the Barnes & Noble. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people call it the Barnes & Nobles, and also hopefully they didn't redesign this one so it's not a maze, because I do not want to get stuck in the Harry Potter section and then followed by the self-help, I think I have bulimia. It was a very strange location. My hometown Barnes & Noble is still intact with the deals shelves that are not really deals, but basically I'm looking for something cute for my friend's baby. That's like my first English book or something like that. This is not it. My sister, as a joke, maybe they'll have her favorite salad in here, which she has been remaking, which was the kale one from the Today Show Cafe. Yeah, this is totally more my expectations of Barnes & Noble. They have a bunch of very discounted discounts. Okay, I'm in the kids section. Why are books for kids $15? So we did find these, and we're gonna open up to random Korean beef tacos from the Universal Cookbook. And then I also found the Disney Parks one. They were on sale. They got me, but these are a Christmas present. Well, we're gonna pre-love the Christmas presents. We are now at the Goodwill. Maybe I'll find a baby book here that's not $20. Randomly has my Korean work brand, like my Korean work. It's like the Ann Taylor Loft of Korea. But they have it. I bought some stuff. I'll show you when I get home. We're at Target and the mall now. These are almost sold out. These are the last two, and they just put them out today. these are clearanced. I'm gonna quickly show you what I bought. This was $13 from Goodwill total. I got a Lily Pulitzer for Target tank, and this was $4.99. I thought it was gonna be half price, but that's apparently the tag color for Tuesday, but it looked to be in good condition. I had my mom check it too because I couldn't tell if it was like slightly discolored or not because the lighting was not ideal in there, but it looked pretty good. And I also bought a 100% silk blouse from Ralph Lauren, and this one is $8.99, but it was in really good condition and it's 100% silk. And then in terms of the two books I bought, so again at the Barnes & Noble, got an official Universal Theme Parks cookbook and then the unofficial Disney Parks Epcot cookbook. And these are a Christmas present. So that's what we got. The picture they had of this pizza looked pretty dire in the menu. This looks slightly better. It still has no color in it, but it has no vegetables. That's probably why. It's 9 o'clock and I just realized I can cancel my alarm for tomorrow. Great feeling. Also, I was gonna tell you, oh yeah, the sheet masks yesterday really would. It actually helped a little bit with clearing up my skin, so maybe I take it back. Maybe sometimes the sheet mask does help if you have the problem that you're trying to counteract with the sheet mask, because the detox charcoal ones did help clear up some of this lingering acne stuff. So anyway, I'll talk to you in the morning. It'll be Monday. I don't think we have that many plans. Actually, my dad and I might go to the Minneapolis to look at some luxury apartments, because for less money than I'm currently paying for my not luxury apartment, I could have a luxury apartment downtown with amenities and still not have to have a car. Weighing options right now is the time that I have to think about renewing my lease. And I think if I do renew, it'll be for 2 years, just so I can lock in the price. Good morning, it's 9:30. I had to find better light and less secrets behind me, but I am making coffee. I woke up at like 6, so on work schedule, but no work today because it is a holiday. My mom's at the gym, my dad's still asleep. I'm making coffee, and I think I'm gonna have honey butter chips. I forgot to bring my prop over, hold on. So I have my chips. So these are the honey butter that I bought at Target. They're from Lay's, but I could potentially win a trip to Korea. So we shall see if I win that trip. It would be nice to have 2 trips. But yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna give it a taste test. So I like the original ones. I can't remember if it's Calbee brand or Haete brand, but I remember when they were so hard to get back in like 2013 or something. It was like, as soon as they came out, everybody like stockpiled them, and like it was a mad scene. This was in Korea. I don't know if it was ever a thing in America, but I feel like the chips are not going to be the right texture, because the chips that are the ones, the honey butter original ones, they're like thicker, whereas Lay's is pretty thin. Anyway, I'm a chips person, so I will give you that. I'm very qualified to review chips because I eat so many. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me over my computer because you're propped up on my computer, but let's give it a taste test. You get the first glimpse. I got the first sniff. They smell pretty potato. They don't smell like honey butter, but they look pretty intact. She says as she pulls out a half one. The flavor is not my favorite. It's not exactly like, it's very butter. It doesn't really taste like the honey butter, because the honey powder, I think, is what's on the original ones. I haven't had them in a while. Maybe I should do that at the H Mart. They're fine chips. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to buy them again. I also would not pay $4 for a bag, but here we are. I bought them and I opened them and now I'm eating them. But yeah, they're fine. They're not my favorite flavor. I don't think that they're going to stick around that much longer because they're not like the honey butter ones. Plus, I think they're global edition, limited edition flavor anyway. Anyway, I'm going to scan to see if I won. It is not an instant winner situation, which would make sense. I thought maybe there was like a card on the inside. No, it's a QR code to enter the contest. I am really struggling with this video. It is not rendering. I've tried it like 12 times. It says it finished, but each time it was like 100 megabytes, which is not right. One time it was 4 gigabytes, and that was also not right. So trying one more time on an external. Hopefully that'll help, because something is happening with my computer where it says there's only 9 gigs of data left, which is very strange because it should have like 200 because I don't keep much on here. Anyway, I found out one errand to do. So I have this like $5 gift card from Influencer to buy something at Walmart, and I don't really go to Walmart, so I did it because it was a claim now and I knew I was coming to Minnesota and there were Walmarts available, because there's no Walmart in New York. If you don't know, there's no Walmart in New York City. The closest one I think is in Bergen County, New Jersey. So I might stop over at Walmart today. My dad wants to go look at apartments because I mentioned potentially looking at apartments in Minneapolis. But the thing is you don't have any appointments. So then he's like, well, I mean, like, we should just go. But, like, there's no point in going if you don't have an appointment, because it's like a drive-by at that point. And all luxury buildings look the same. So I also have, like, 2 particular areas that I'd want to live in, and I know that they'd be fine and walkable because they're downtown. So looking at a luxury building from the street doesn't make much sense. So anyway, I'm gonna do errands and then potentially something else. I don't know. I have some credit from DoorDash, and we have a Dollar General. That's like how in the countryside I am, there's Dollar Generals. But Dollar General on DoorDash is relatively cheap, especially if you do the pickup yourself. So maybe I'll do that, because I'm finding like actual smaller portions of some of the snacks I want my friend to try, because they're like classic American childhood things from the 90s. But like Gushers, for example, I don't want a 16-pack of Gushers because I'm an adult and I don't really enjoy them now. But as a classic childhood treat, they're definitely a lunchbox thing, which makes sense why they're in 16 packs. But again, I don't want 15 extra packs. My mom doesn't want them. So I found them in a 3-pack at Dollar General. Significantly more per unit price, but at least we're only going to have a couple extra. Rakuten's crazy. I went to dollargeneral.com to see what's in stock. And it's like, we don't have a Rakuten cashback here. Do you want to look at Kohl's? It's like they're not even in the same category. Also, Dollar General is fully $1 for theater box candy, whereas at Dollar Tree it's $1.25, and at the regular grocery it's $1.26, and at Walmart it's $1.24. And then I've been doing grocery store prices because this is my hobby, is looking up on the grocery store prices. But yeah, crazy. Also very Minnesota and Midwest, but Menards, I think that's a Wisconsin company. It's has 11% rebates right now. Lunch today is leftover pizza, leftover salad, and these last 3 things of cauliflower. My dad and I are out going to Walmart and Dollar General for our errands, and right now it's 50% extra clearance off at Dollar General. The car we're parked by is powered by Jesus, according to the sticker on the windshield. Going to go try to find some stuff for my Instagram and then also for my friend's present. I found what I needed for my Instagram. They have a bunch of different flavors, but I have influencer wants me to try this particular flavor. The prices on Pringles at Walmart, super cheap. $2. They also have like 80,000 flavors. Someone had a meal plan and made a choice. Okay, so Walmart only has huge bags of candies, and I need small ones because I don't really like candy that much. Found movie theater, but none of it's like in the right place. It's very confusing because Sweethearts is what I'm looking for, and it's supposed to be on sale, but I don't see it. The smaller size candies and stuff are at the checkout, and me and a bunch of other people are going up and down the lines of the checkout looking for specific items, but I'm striking out. That was stressful. They only have the big bags, not the small bags. They went up and down all 40 aisles of the checkouts looking for the small size. They did not have it. Other people were also looking. I did find one thing. I did get paid to go in there though because I had a coupon for cashback for a coffee, and that got me free coffee, and then I had my Instagram thing. Anyway, but now we're going to Dollar General. I just telling my dad I should have recorded for you, but within the first 20 seconds of being there, number one, they have so many aisles of frozen food, but not that much like other stuff. Like, yeah, anyway, there was a guy on a motorized wheelchair and he was turning out of the aisle. His wheelchair got stuck on a rack display on the end aisle, and it was Frank's Red Hot, so there was like 200 bottles of glass Frank's Red Hot stuck on that rack. He kept trying to back up and go forward to like unstick himself, and I couldn't help him because like it's an 800-pound wheelchair and I'm like not that strong. Luckily some other guy was there and helped him because it was just shaking all the Red Hot sauce. And then about 15 seconds later, it went down another aisle. This lady asked me if I thought that I was taller than her. I said probably not, and I was not. She was like 5'5" and I was 5'2". Anyway, she was asking me if I could reach something from the top shelf because she wanted a white flavored Gatorade I didn't even know they made. Then this other guy was turning around the corner. I actually wasn't even trying to go down the drink aisle, and he was like, hey, do you want some help? And I said, it's not for me. He asked me how many I wanted. I said, I actually don't want any. I was just trying to prove if I could reach the top shelf. And then the Red Hot's story is connected to when I was a kid. We went to the new grand opening of a grocery store that opened in our town, small town things. Anyway, they put mayonnaise on the end cap, and somebody took the corner too quickly, and they knocked over like 200 to 300 like large things of mayonnaise in glass jars. And mayonnaise is like fully oil and eggs, So they had to like scoop it up, and then I'm guessing people were slip sliding around there for like ever. Next stop, Dollar General. It is 50% extra off a clearance. Pringles are more expensive here. My feelings are going up and down in terms of, I started getting really sweaty in both of those places. I don't know if I was just feeling overwhelmed by choice, but we're gonna go to Menards because that's another place that you have random groceries and candies. My dad reminded me because my mom and I were gonna go, but now we're gonna go, my dad and myself. My mom's at home. By the way, during COVID, my aunt kept telling us where to buy eggs, which was Menards, where I'm at right now. And I was like, we don't really eat eggs. Already in the door and saw some huge Halloween stuff. They also have this on sale for very significantly cheaper. Also, the random off-brand cleaning supplies they have usually works pretty well. This is probably pretty good. Do I buy it and try it? Oh my god. I think they got rid of the groceries. I can't find it. It's for sure in here though. They had like random stuff. It's now in the back of the store. I'm now overwhelmed. There's too many choices. There's so many specialties, not specialty soda up there, but like Sprecher, Friar Brewed, Craft Root Beer, Zesty Lime Soda, Locale Root Beer, more Root Beer, Revved Up Root Beer, Caffeine, Maple Root Beer, but I only want one, Cherry Soda, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, Orange Dream, Locale, and then regular cream soda, grape soda, cherry soda, Puma Cola, watermelon soda, ginger ale, grape soda. But they also have this limoncello, blood orange, cherry cola, dark cream, butterscotch, Sprecher Craft sparkling water. Okay, they're back to $2 for Pringles here, but they don't have all the flavors that Walmart has. Oh my god, these are so good, but this is so big. Can't bring that with me, unfortunately. Hot fries. Oh, I loved having these, not the onion rings ones, but they had like the ones that look like potato boats. I used to have that when I volunteered at the hospital. They always give us a voucher every time. I was watching these Youpers on YouTube, and they were talking about all of the pickled vegetables you can get at Menards. It's true. In the UP, I guess they have far more than I have here, though. I only have a small subsection, but they had aisles upon aisles. Sprecher must be some sort of brewery, because they have like brew room snacks, tap room snacks. So I don't know where Sprecher is. Let's look. Is it local? Just says made of the US. Oh, New Hope, Minnesota, so it is local. They do have the one bottles options at the checkout. Which one should I try? I have chips for $2. I paid too much for the honey butter because they have it here. Should I get the tzatziki? I'm gonna get the tzatziki. They moved the grocery to the back of the store, and there's only a few aisles, and they were like half aisles, so they don't really count. They didn't really have anything. And again, my aunt was telling us all the time about where to buy eggs during COVID, and she said, not Walgreens, where is this? Menards. They didn't have any eggs, so I don't know where she was finding her eggs. Again, I think they moved the stuff because the toilet section was very big, like the actual toilets was very big. They had like 7 aisles devoted to toilets. So something happened, but I did find 2 things right at checkout. I wasn't gonna buy anything, but then they had the craft soda for singles, and then I also saw the $2 Lay's deal, so I got some of those. So the Sprecher taproom snacks are made in Minnesota, but the brewing is actually in Wisconsin. Going to do my quick haul from my 3 stores. So I went to Walmart, Menards, and Dollar General, so I think I spent around $20. But from Menards, I'm going to just show you now. I got the Sprecher Puma Cola, and this is apparently brewed in Wisconsin. So they have craft cola, and I'm guessing they also have craft sodas and craft beers, but this is one item, and they had it right by the checkout in the refrigerator section. So this is cold. I'm going to probably drink it later with a little bit of a taste test. They also had Lay's on sale for $2. I'm a little bit peeved that I spent $4 at Target, but here we are. And this is $2, and this is the other flavor. They had 3 different flavors for the global one. So the Korea one is the honey butter, which I tried this morning. This is tzatziki, and it's the wavy kind, so this is for Greece. And the third one is masala, I think, for India. So I'm going to try this one as well. And this one says I might be able to win a trip to Greece. So that would be even more fun because I've never been to Greece. And then from Walmart, basically I went in there to buy this first thing. So I got sent a $5 gift card from influencers, so thank you to them, to try this out and give honest feedback to them and post a review for Old El Paso, and also post it on Instagram. But this is the Chipotle corn chowder soup, and this is a new item. They had 4 different flavors and they all sounded kind of nice, but the one I was signed up to try is the corn chowder because I love corn chowder, so I'll give my honest opinion about that, truly. The next thing I also had a coupon for, so I always click those ads that's like, use this for free and then we'll send you like your money back in like Venmo or PayPal. Once I took the picture of the receipt, they're sending me back my money for this. And this is from Pot and Bottle. It's the Mocha Cold Brew Oat Milk Latte, and they had like 4 or 5 different flavors. I think I got a small little clip from in there, so I'm very excited to have this. And then I also had a coupon, so anyway, I only am getting $1.98 back because that's how much I spent, but I should have just saved that coupon for later. And then I also bought these Nerds gummy clusters because I actually really like these. These are not like a childhood favorite because these are kind of new. I think they're from the past couple of years, but they basically are Nerds around the outside, and then there's like a chewy gummy fruit flavored center, and they're really quite nice. It's a nice textural difference. And then the next one is the big haul. From Dollar General, I have quite a few items. So I was talking to one of my grad school friends who lives in New York, and we're gonna like meet up and stuff, about how I was looking for all of these like fun little childhood treats from the 90s, and she was like, oh my god, that's so fun. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm looking, and they have circus peanuts, and she's never tried this, and I think this might be a Midwest thing, but I said you can only really eat one. But they had them for $1 here, and then I think I took a clip at the Menards checkout because they had some for $1.79, and I'm pretty sure the cashier was thinking I was weird, but I was not the weirdest person buying weird stuff at Menards today. But these are $1. Basically, if you've never had them, they're kind of like orange dreamsicle flavor, but then they're like pure sugar, and the texture is in between a nougat and a stale marshmallow. So it doesn't sound delicious, and realistically it's not delicious. You cannot eat an entire bag, but for like a fun, weird novelty item, it's not bad. These are the most American thing that I can think of, and these are combos. So I got, it was like 2 for $5, pizzeria one, and then the cheddar cheese. This is also very American. It's $1, and this is a small container of candy corn, but this is like the most American candy I can think of, except for maybe circus peanuts. But this is $1, and these ones are made with real sugar. Real honey, sorry. I also got some sweet tarts. They were in the checkout line, and I had been looking for them in the movie theater box because they were supposed to be on sale at Walmart, and those were sold out. I could not find anything in the right place at Walmart, so I got these. These are also very American, I think. My only favorite ones are the green and the blue ones. The other flavors I can take or leave it because I kind of think that the yellow ones kind of taste like bathroom cleaner. And these are also $1 at Dollar General, but I forgot about lemon heads. They're so good, and they also usually have them in like little movie theater boxes, but they didn't have them at any of the stores, so I found them on a peg bag, so I found that. Also found these, and these also I also liked because as a kid and even as an adult I don't like chocolate that much, so these like kind of old nostalgic non-chocolate flavored candies are my go-tos for the Halloween. I was able to find a singular bag of white cheddar Cheez-Its, and this was like $1, I think. And yeah, I had been looking, and like they only had them in those multi-packs for lunch boxes, but I didn't want like 18 of them. So this was bigger than I had anticipated buying, but it was the best option. My friend had already obviously tried the regular classic ones, but I was like, the white cheddar ones are the only ones I really like, so got those. This is also nostalgic, Fun Dip, and I think this will be like, if she's ever watched that one movie, 13 going on 30, I think that was in there. No, it was a different Wonka candy, Razzles. So anyway, these are kind of fun. I don't know. They're also very messy. I'm probably going to put them in a Ziploc bag so they don't explode. And then this is for myself. I needed some little hair elastics, and they had them. And then they were supposed to have all 3 of the different fruit entities, but I could only find roll-ups and fruit by the foot, and these are the minis. They're so cute, but they're like 50 cents, and they were supposed to have Gushers there, but I didn't see them, so my friend will never try Gushers because I'm not buying an 18-pack unless we go to the grocery store and they somehow have them on sale and it's like a 6-pack or something, then maybe. Anyway, that's the haul. Yeah, that's everything. So hope it was interesting. I don't know, I didn't show you that much in the store because it was very crowded actually, and I feel like more people care what you're doing here because they don't have any business to mind of their own, so they're minding your business. So I don't like vlogging in public here. In New York nobody cares, but here I feel like everybody's up in your business. The absolute stress, I couldn't find a bottle opener. I went through so many cupboards, but I found a wine opener. I think this is a bottle opener on it, so I'm gonna do this bottle of soda, the craft soda. Update, I don't think that that's the bottle opener. By the way, the wine opener did have a bottle opener, it just wasn't the part I thought it was. I don't know what flavor this is supposed to be. I think it's probably like supposed to be like Inca Cola flavor. My dad's watching me, so he's got the live audience version. Oh, it is good. It is like Inca Cola, so it's kind of like Coca-Cola, but a little bit more sweet and less spiced. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's quite good. It's not like gingery. Now I'm kind of wishing I would have grabbed the extra ginger flavor. It does kind of have, I looked it up, Inca Cola has a bubblegum or cream soda flavor, so it's like clear colored. So this is just like cola. Like it has the color of Coca-Cola. Update on the luggage. Delta denied my claim and said that it was broken before it started. I do have a video of me complaining about it being broken. I'm trying to remember if I did like a clip of me rolling the suitcase out, which I think I did, because I was like leaving the hotel, but that's kind of annoying. My mom does have a plan about how to fix it. It's not going to fix it. It's just going to cosmetically look at less dented. It's just still going to be broken, like structurally unsound, but at least it's not going to look dented. Also, update on the suitcase, my mom apparently undented it when I was driving around with my dad to get candy, so maybe I don't need to make the... I'm still kind of upset. So, why did they deny it? Because when I talked to baggage claim, they're like, oh yeah, that's a big problem. But then they like apparently don't write that in a record, apparently, because now it's on me to show, because the lady took photos of it when I brought it into claims and got the approval to approve it from her manager. I don't remember if I told you because I was texting my friend the same thing, but Delta was like, can you send us a before and after photo? I don't know about you, but I don't take photos before and after. I took a photo after because I was like, why does my suitcase look like this? But I didn't take one before. For dinner today, we have Costco bulgogi, then some vegetables and rice. Not very interesting, but I'll do a taste test for the bulgogi. I haven't seen it anywhere, so I don't know if it's just only a Minnesota thing. I don't know. This bulgogi is kind of terrible. It's like really sweet and then really salty. It's terrible. May as well just like make beef yourself. As an update, I think this has wine in it, which is why it's sweet. It has kind of a funky flavor. I was filming this in the bathroom, but it was super echoey, so I came back in here. You're welcome. But yeah, the bulgogi I would not recommend. If I were my mom, I would maybe consider returning it. Actually, I was the one who paid, so I could return it. It just was like not inedible, but it also was not a great experience. It just had like a very strange, funky flavor. It was kind of a mix between like French, like the beef bourguignon. I can't pronounce it. Bourguignon. I can see the word and I'm like, that's too many syllables in my brain. And then it's also like a mix between that and then like Chinese food. It had like a really weird wine flavor to it. And it was super sweet and then also very salty at the same time. So if you do have it and you're trying to salvage it, we made zucchini and that was what helped a little bit. I am getting ready for bed. It is the end of Monday, so this is going to be the end of this weekend. Couple of days here in my life over a holiday weekend. Tomorrow's a new day. It's 8:15 now Central Time, and again, I keep East Coast hours when I'm in Minnesota, so I need to get ready for bed. I have an early morning call with Asia again, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. It will be Tuesday, and I'll be starting a work week in my life here from Minnesota, so I'll see you then. Bye.